Do not mix money and love. If somebody wants to love you, let them love you as you are. Do not bring money into the relationship. And the moment you're into a relationship and somebody starts telling you of, I don't know, which container imekwama Mombasa and which deal at KRA and the other deals where they are only lacking 100,000, my dear, run. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I am so glad that you are watching. If you're new here, karibu, welcome. My name is Eva Mtali, and on this channel we talk about all things personal finance, making money online, and side hustle opportunities so that you can afford your dream lifestyle. So if any of these topics sound exciting to you, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 10 money mistakes that we have been making, especially as Kenyans, and we need to stop this year. Obviously, some of the financial situations that we find ourselves in are not necessarily due to our actions. They may be due to external factors such as systemic injustices, the backgrounds that we find ourselves in, but that does not mean that we have to stop trying. If any of the things that I talk about apply to you directly, do not take it personally. We are here to learn and to better our lives so that we can get the financial freedom that all of us are aiming for. So without much further ado, the number one money mistake that many Kenyans are guilty of is betting, or what we call gambling. Guys, we need to stop betting. It's breaking families. It's eating into family budgets. It's made so many people so lazy, and we just need to stop betting. Yeah, so I'm not even going to talk too much about that. Number two money mistake that we have to stop this year is living beyond your means. So many people are trying to keep up with the Joneses to an extent that if Jen goes to Diani, I'm also going to Diani. If Jen buys a new car, Eva is also buying a new car. Oh my God, I love it. Let me just manifest my future here. Guys, it's high time we stopped this habit of trying to live beyond our means to impress people that we don't even like with the money that we don't even have. Money mistake number three is having only one source of income. For most of us, that one stream of income is our employment. Guys, it's high time that we all found additional streams of incomes if you want to get into financial freedom. If there's anything that we have learned from COVID is that there is no stream of income that is not risky. Majority of all the millionaires and the billionaires in the world have at least 7 streams of income. The number one stream of income is earned income. This is money that you get from your job. The number two stream of income is dividend income. This is income you get from being a shareholder of stocks in a company. The number three kind of income is rental income. This is income that you earn by renting out assets that you own. Number five form of income is royalty income. This is income that you earn by allowing other people to use your intellectual property, whether that be your ideas, it could be your music, it could be your books. Number five stream of income is capital gains. Capital gains is basically income that you earn when an investment appreciates in value. Number seven stream of income is interest income. This is the income that you earn if you keep money in a bank account, or if you buy treasury bonds, or if you buy corporate bonds, for example, and you're paid back with that interest, or if you lend money. And number seven stream of income is business income. This is money that is earned from profits. Try and see that you have at least 3 different streams of income, and the best time to add additional streams of income is when you have your regular 8 to 5 jobs. You take advantage of your day job to develop alternative streams of income. You can use the money from your regular day job as capital, for example, or let's say if you decide to start a YouTube channel. You can use money from your job to buy all your camera equipment. You can use it to pay for your hosting charges. You can use it to pay for your internet and stuff like that. Let's say you decide you want to get rental property. It's easier, especially in this country, to get a loan when you have a job. When you do not have a job, no bank is going to look at you. And that's something else that I've also noticed. Most guys, usually when things are going good, they don't care so much about trying to add additional streams of income. So I remember, like, so many people last year lost their job, especially due to the pandemic, and suddenly so many people found themselves at home. And I started getting so many requests. Hey Eva, I've been trying to get a job on Upwork, I've been trying to get a gig on Fiverr.com, and nothing is forthcoming. Obviously, with a lot more people at home, a lot more people trying to go online, so many employers and so many businesses moving to the online world, the opportunities are also shrinking. Do not wait until there is a crisis. That is when you start looking for alternative streams of income. Start today with what you have, wherever you are. And if this is something that you're interested in, you can check this video up here where I share with you the different investment tools that come free of charge, and you can use them to make money this year. And in this other video up here, I also share with you online business ideas that you can consider if you want to make money this year. The number 4 money mistake most of us Kenyans make is paying for people's hospital bills instead of paying for their insurance cover. So let me explain. It's very common in the Kenyan culture to support our relatives who may be, let's say, up country or may not have regular jobs. For example, when somebody gets sick, we rally together and pay for their hospital bills. But have you ever considered that it's cheaper in the long run, for example, to pay for their NHIF cover at the beginning of the year? If somebody doesn't have a job, for 500 shillings per month, you get NHIF insurance cover for them and their families. And the beauty with NHIF is that currently it comes with both outpatient cover and inpatient cover. So this alone can tremendously reduce your medical bills by almost 80%. At the beginning of the year, identify those relatives that might need help or might benefit from having NHIF cover but may not have the money. Pay the 6,000 upfront in January, and in the unfortunate event that they get sick or members of their families get sick, then the insurance cover is enough to take care of their medical needs. And one thing I've also learned is that, like, Murphy's Law is so real when it comes to medical insurance. It's like when you have car insurance. When you have insurance, like, things rarely go wrong. Like, you hardly become sick when you have insurance, or you'd rarely get an accident when you have insurance cover. Wait the day you don't have cover. That is the day utagongwa. That is the day I don't know what will happen to you. So guys, insurance is important. Get it for your relatives who can't afford. Get it for your family members. And instead of paying for their medical bills, get them insurance cover. It is so much cheaper. Start with NHIF, yeah? The number 4 money mistake most of us Kenyans make is not having an emergency fund. And I understand times are tough, things are tough, but believe you me, pesa kidogo, even if it's just 1,000 per month, believe you me, it goes a long way. And if there's anything we have learned from the pandemic, other than the importance of having multiple streams of income, is the importance of having an emergency fund. And guys, let me tell you, if you have never been retrenched, you might not understand what I'm talking about. In 2017, I went to bed knowing that I had a 3-year contract. I worked for a non-governmental organization for my day job, and we had just renewed our contract for 3 years. Like today, the following day by 5 o'clock, I didn't have a job. The donor had cut funding, and therefore they had to retrench, and I was one of those people who were going. The only thing that kept me through is some of the money decisions that I had made in the past. I had a few savings here and there. I was fortunate to be in a bank that used to have retrenchment cover, so it kind of helped. So for the 1.5 years that I didn't have a job, I was able to take advantage of my savings and also from the insurance cover that my bank paid me. So guys, I cannot stress this enough. have an emergency fund. It helps. Now, haijalishi how much it is, just put little money. The best way to make sure that you constantly save and contribute to your emergency fund is by doing it automatically. Get a standing order, which brings me to my next money mistake: having only one bank account. Guys, I cannot stress the importance of having different banks account for your different financial needs. It's important like to have your what we call like a salary account. So this would be like an account that you can access the money frequently, like every other time, like for your daily needs, for your, I don't know if you're paying your rent and stuff like that. And then you need your emergency fund account. Important to have it in a bank that you probably don't visit all the time, or one that you do not have access to all the time. The other one you need is a development account. If you are planning to use rental income as an additional stream of income, for example, it's important to have a development account where you put in some money, because as much as you might want to get a loan for your development needs, sometimes banks will tell you like they want to give you like 90% or 80% of the financing, and you've got to come up with the remaining 20% or 10%. And in addition to that, when it comes to development, there are some other costs that the bank might not pay for you. So for example, your lawyer costs, your stamp duty and stuff like that, you have to pay out of. And make sure as you're opening this different account, do your due diligence and go for the cheapest bank. Like, banking charges are so expensive in this country. You do not want to pay something that you could have avoided. Yeah, talk to your personal banker, talk to your relationship manager as you're opening, and let them give you an account with the least charges. Yeah. The number 6 money mistake that I have seen most of us doing, especially here in Kenya, and guys, don't crucify me, is lending money to our friends and relatives. I have been a victim. Guys, I'm telling you this year, stop lending money to your friends and relatives. And let me qualify this statement. There are at least, I was trying to count, I reached 50 na nikachoka, 50 mobile loan apps in Kenya as at the shooting of this video, 20th of January 2021. So let's do the math. By the time somebody is coming to ask me for money, there are only 2 possibilities. They either do not know about these mobile money apps, so I educate them about it. Alternatively, if they already know about these mobile money apps, they have exhausted all of them to the extent that they are probably already blacklisted, so they're probably on CRB, or to the extent that they are not even eligible for any more loans. So this by itself is a red flag, that this is not somebody who should be lent money. It will not only bring for you problems with them when it's time to pay, but will also bring an end to your friendship. This person obviously is a bad debtor. I'm using that word very loosely. This person is already so indebted that by lending them more money, you're just making their situation even worse. You're not helping them. So here is the solution. If you have money that you can afford to lose, just give them roho safi. Even if they do not return, ujue tu hiyo ni pesa imeenda. You know, I have given so and so money and I don't expect anything in return. That's what I do these days. When somebody comes to ask me for money, the first thing is to tell you, like, there's 50 mobile loan apps. Have you considered borrowing from them? Because me, I don't want to compete with Absa Bank. I don't want to compete with Coop Bank. I'm not a financier. Yeah? So have you considered getting a loan from those other mobile money apps? If the answer is no, I'll be like, here is a list of 50. You could pick at least 1 or 2. I'm sure you'll qualify. Alternatively, I can decide, depending on the case, I can decide to still give you money. However, I will not lend you the money. I will just give you the money. Nijue tu, I have just helped you. And you guys, the kind of people you should even be most careful about when lending money are these people who tell you niko na kadil, niko na katenda. Guys, desist from those people. Do not lend them money. Anytime a tenderpreneur comes to you, oh, unajua nimepata tender, sijui county, run for your dear life. Banks have provisions for what they call invoice discounting. Tell them to go to the bank. They give the bank the, I don't know what you call that paper they give you when you have been given an order. Give it to the bank and the bank will give you money. That is how I lost almost $500,000. Somebody came to me, a very close relative of mine, told me the way they had a tender at KRA, niwapatie pesa, they're gonna give me once they deliver. My friend, it is now 6 years down the line. I am still waiting for my money back. And the relationship got so bad, we don't even talk today. But I learned my lesson. So guys, please, we have to stop lending money to our friends, to our relatives. You're not a bank. You cannot even be one. Let banks do their jobs. Lends, my people. Mobile loans, there are so many of them, like 50 different apps. And I'm gonna leave a link at the bottom where you can get those mobile loan apps. Yeah. Money mistake number 7 that most of us in Kenya make is saving without a goal. First of all, just saving by itself is not easy. If you have been down that road, you know it takes a lot of discipline. It takes like the grace of God for you to actually save. And I don't know about you, but for me, every time I have money sitting in my account without a purpose, inapata tumigu. Suddenly there are all these people with sub stories, there are all these cases, there are all these things that need to be done from nowhere. And that is why do not just save for the sake of saving. Have a goal in mind and be disciplined enough to use that money for that purpose. Number 8 money mistake so many Kenyans make is using your money for campaigns. Guys, this is 2021 and next year we have elections. Especially the young people are using the little money that they have for campaigns, giving people money to vote for you. And because we have made the whole process of elections and the whole process of campaigns and the whole process of holding public office so selfish, like if you don't give me, I don't know, 500 shillings, I'm not voting for you. It is high time we normalized giving people our votes based on merit, not based on how much money they gave us. Voting with our heads and not how much money they have given us. And if we as Kenyans can stop giving people money, it means they'll have to vote for somebody. But it's because this candidate is giving so much money, this other candidate is giving so much money. So even if I wanted to become a women rep, if I don't give people money, they don't care how much progress I'm bringing in the county. Money mistake number 9 that most of us Kenyans make is in our choice of degree or a course or a diploma or whatever kind of education or higher education choices that we make. So I don't know about these days, I'm very old, but back in my day, there was only 4 careers you could become. You could only become an accountant, a doctor, an engineer, or a teacher. Any other profession outside of those, there's no way your parents are just going to accept, unless, I don't know, maybe it was the kind of parents that I had, but those were like their professions. But the beauty with back in our day, as long as you had a university degree, like by the time you are finishing campus, you are almost assured of having a job, because first of all, there was not many people who had degrees. And secondly, you didn't have to like bribe to get a job. Like the jobs were so many, but there were fewer qualified people. But guys, times have changed. And if you're just going to choose your university degree based on feelings or maybe what your parents think, then I think that is a very serious money mistake we are making. In my opinion, I think as you pick your university degree, you must, or you know, your certificate or diploma, whatever higher education qualification that you try to pass, so you should consider 3 main factors. Number 1 is the earning potential of the course that you are trying to pursue. I have seen so many people get into professions that they know very well how much profession A pays, go through training, and then once they have completed training, have come back in the job market, get jobs, they start complaining, oh, I don't like this profession, they pay us so little money. And I'm thinking, you spent 4 years in the university and you didn't even know what is the median wage of the course you are taking. Seriously, guys, make sure as you are undertaking a course or a degree, a certificate, diploma, check the income potential. Number 2, you have to check your career outcome. Before I get into that course, I must ask myself, what are the career opportunities that are available for me? Number 3, in the event that I don't get a job, How am I able to use this degree to earn an income or to put food on the table? Number 4 is, how passionate are you with that career choice? How much love do you, is that something you'd still do even if no one was paying you? Last but not least, money mistake, and this one applies especially to women and professional women or business women in Kenya. Hii biashara ya kupatia wanaume pesa. Like, guys, I don't even know what to say about this. Women desist from funding men's lavish lifestyles in the name of love. Let the men stay huko, kazi yao ni kutuma fare and to be the providers. And do not confuse your brain and your heart. Your heart's job is supposed to pump blood. Use your brain to make financial decisions. Do not use your heart to make financial decisions. The man is supposed to give you money. That is how God ordained it at the beginning. The man was ordained as the provider of your life. Well, guys, that's it for today in terms of money mistakes that we have made, especially as Kenyans, and we need to stop now if we want to get financial freedom. Let me know in the comment section below, which of these money mistakes are you planning to stop beginning now? Thank you for staying up to the very end, and I look forward to meeting you on the next one. Bye-bye. So let us not just go into courses because they sound interesting, because they sound nice. For me, the only time I save money is when I'm saving for a specific goal or project or item, or when I'm saving for my emergency fund. All other money goes into investment, because, like, let's look at our interest rates. It's like, I don't know, less than 5% in a year. So it means that when you have money in the bank, it's not even helping you because you haven't even taken care of inflation. Yeah, so and inflation is always higher than the interest rate. So you may as well just put your money down to investments.